Hello everyone. I am Shalini Tiwari, TGT Science from Holy Hearts Educational Academy, Raipur. Students, we already have finished two chapters of class 6 science. Chapter number 1, food, where does it comes from, and chapter number 2, components of food. Now we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 3, fiber to fabrics. And I hope you all have watched the previous video lectures of the previous chapters and understood it properly. Now, in this chapter, we are going to study about the different types of fibers, about the fabrics, by what materials they are made of. Now, then we will study about the kinds of fibers, how that fibers are made, and what are the uses of that fibers. See, in your daily life, you are using a large number of materials. Now, clothes are among such material that you use in your daily life. That means clothes are the basic need of our life. Why? Because clothes protect us from heat, cold, rain, from dust particles, from injuries. The clothes protect us. Now, do you wonder that human beings need clothes to protect their body from heat, cold, and rain? Why animals don't need clothes? They don't feel heat and cold? They feel or not? Why they are not wearing clothes? Because animals' body are provided with thick fur which protect them from heat, cold, and rain. They are having thick skin and lot of fat stored inside their body which protect them from heat and cold. So they do not need to wear clothes. Their fur act as clothes for their body. Now, one more question, that when you are going to a shop to buy dress material, for you are going to a shop to purchase dress material, you see different types of fabrics in your dress materials. There are a lot of dress materials in which different fabrics are there. What are these fabrics? The materials by which we use for clothing. The materials which we use for clothing is called as fabrics. Now, do you think by what material these fabrics are made of? That means different dress materials are there and different types of fabrics are there. Then what materials are used for making that fabrics? Let us see an activity. See, this is a cloth, and in this cloth you see that it appears to be a continuous piece. This fabric appears to be a continuous piece. Now, look at this fabric closely. What you find that there are continuous thread-like structure. That means this fabric, it is made up of continuous thread-like structure. See, thread-like structure. Now, what you have to do, find out one end of this cloth. Find out one end and find out a loose thread at its end and try to pull it out. Try to pull it out. Now, see, this is the thread which I have pulled out. So what I can say, that this material which has a fabric, it is made up of this thread-like structure, continuous thread-like structure. What these threads are called? These threads are actually yarn. These are called as yarn. Now, second step, what you have to do, you have to press one of it end with your thumb, and with the help of your nail, try to scratch the other end. Try to scratch the other end. What you will observe, that it further splits into thinner strands. Thinner strands, it again splits into thinner strands. See, that means the thread has again split into further thinner strands, and these thinner strands are called as fiber. So what we can say here? Fabrics are made from yarn and yarns are made from fiber. So fiber to fabric. Fiber to yarn, yarn to fabric. Understood? Now, variety of fabric. See, there are variety of fabrics in your dress material, like you are using cotton fabric, you are using silk fabric, you are using woolen fabric. By what this, from where we obtain this fabrics? Cotton, wool, and silk, these are natural fabrics. Naturally we obtain these fabrics from plants and animals. But there are some fabrics which are artificially made. They are called as synthetic fabrics. That means they are not obtained from plants as well as animals. They are made by human beings. So there are variety in fabrics. Cotton, wool, then silk. Synthetic fabrics are nylon, polyester, terylene, rayon. These are synthetic fabrics. Now, second we talk about kinds of fibers. I told you about the fiber, that fabrics are made from yarn, yarns are made from fibers. What are these fibers? These fibers are long, narrow, thin, tube-like structures found in plants and animals. What are these fibers? These fibers are made from yarns. That means they are long, thin, tube-like structures obtained from plants and animals. They are found in plants and animals. Now, kinds of fibers. These fibers are mainly classified into two categories: plant fiber and animal fiber. What are plant fiber? The fibers which are obtained from plants are called as plant fibers. Examples of plant fibers like cotton. Cotton fiber we get from cotton seed. Coconut. Coconut fiber we get from the fruit part of the coconut. Now, banana. Banana tree also has fiber in its leaves. And it is also useful to know that almost all the plants have fibers in their leaves. Another example like flax, jute. These are also fibers which we get from the stem of flax and jute plant. Understood? Now, animal fiber. The fiber which we obtain from animal sources are called as animal fibers. Examples of animal fibers like wool. Wool we obtain from the fleece of sheep. Then we can obtain wool from the hair of camel, goat, Angora rabbit, yak. These are what? These are animal fiber. Silk. Silk is also an animal fiber which we obtain from the cocoon of silk worms. Now, synthetic fiber. The fibers which we get from man-made sources. That means these fibers are artificially made by human beings. They are not obtained from plants as well as animal sources. Such fibers are called as synthetic fibers. Examples of synthetic fibers are nylon, rayon, polyester, terylene. These are examples of synthetic fibers. So I hope you have understood the variety of fabrics, the kinds of fibers. Next topic we will continue in the next video lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.